Make today iconic.
What is up, guys? It's Upcom Sports back with a Montreal Vortex Super Realistic Rebuild Part 2 of this series. Here are the objectives for the Vortex in this one. If you guys have not seen the previous parts, make sure to click the link in the description. It'll take you right to the playlist. But here in the draft lottery, we have the number 2 odds at the number 1 pick. We'll see what we get. And we drop again to number 5, just like the first time we were in the lottery. Not good at all. And with the 5th pick in the draft, we're going to select BJ Boston, a pretty good shooter out of Ohio State, 6'7" shooting guard. So we'll probably play him at small forward because we already have Lugan Stort. And with our 2nd round pick, we're going to select Evan Mobley out of USC, a 7-foot center. And he's going to be a project center, so he has somewhat good potential. So we'll see if we can unlock that. And I'm going to go update. So I got that update done. And here is our roster. Markelle Fultz is our best player. He was a free agent. We did give him a 3-year contract with a team option just to prove himself. And if he's not doing as we like, then probably won't bring him back for the 3rd season. But he's been pretty solid for us. Hopefully he gets better, though. And this is going to be the rotation. Fultz, Dort, Boston, Brandon Clark, and Goga. I'm looking to upgrade center either by the draft or free agency. So that's our main focus right now. Goga's not really a starter. So we are approaching the trade deadline. And I am going to trade for a center here because I could not sign one in free agency. Free agency is broken in 2K and they're just never going to fix it because they don't care. So I'm just going to trade Isaiah Thomas for Tristan Thompson. The Pistons do not need him. So here's going to be the rotation. And you guys will see why I made that trade. Because Jonathan Motley, our only other center, got injured. So we didn't really have another big man. And here at the trade deadline, we're going to check out how we're doing. We are currently the 8th spot in the playoffs. So that is going to be nice if we make the playoffs for the first time in our existence, and we'll see if we can keep it up. And the Greek Freak is going to win the MVP for the Bucks in this season. Isaiah Todd, Rookie of the Year. John Wall, 6th man on the Hawks. Pretty weird right there, but this league is just so messed up right now. Got a bunch of different guys in different teams, but Brandon Clark, again, All-NBA team, and he is just a defensive monster. So he is going to be nice for years to come. There you guys see it. All defensive first team for him. BJ Boston on the all-rookie team. And he had a pretty nice season. Hopefully he can progress a little bit more and be our top scorer or even our 2nd scorer. But we did end up making the playoffs. So that is going to be nice. But we do have to play the 1-seeded Bucks who have Giannis and they have Jokic. Yeah, this league is completely messed up right now. As I said, free agency was horrible. I literally could not sign a center to even a minimum contract. But Markelle Fultz led us in scoring. Dort, 2nd leading scorer. Not too much improvement right there. So hopefully he gets better. If not, then he might come off the bench for us. Who knows? But checking out the team stats on offense, we were one of the worst teams in the league. On defense, we were top 3. So in our first ever playoff appearance for the Montreal Vortex, let's see how we do against the Giannis Jokic-led Bucks. Wow, that is insane. That would be so filthy in real life. But we are tied at 1, 2-1 now. Can we tie it up? We do actually make this a competitive series, 2-2. The Bucks take that game. Are they going to end us? And they do end up winning in 6 games. So I mean, BJ Boston with a nice scoring night. Everyone else not really showing up. And yeah, how do you stop this right here? Jokic and Giannis. How do you stop this? You have to double team one or both. So the Kings, for the first time since they traded for Zion, are going to be in the finals. So Sixers and Kings might have made a good trade for both teams. And they do end up winning the finals. So here in the draft lottery, we obviously don't have a lottery pick, but that's fine. We made the playoffs for the first time, and we will have our own pick. With our 1st round pick, we're going to select the best player available, and that is going to be Cam Fletcher out of Missouri. a 6'6 shooting guard, 175. Looks like a really good all-around scorer, so might come off the bench for us. And this is the roster we're going into with the second season of the second part. And we did sign Dennis Schroeder to a 2-year deal, replacing Isaiah Thomas's scoring off the bench. Gonna be a nice mentor for Markelle Fultz, and hopefully we make some noise in the playoffs and continue to make the playoffs. Hopefully we don't fall off, and it's pretty much the same starters. We're not being able to find a good center in the draft, so there's no one there. We might have to trade for one or sign one in free agency, but free agency is broken right now. Hopefully it gets fixed. New coach for us as well, but we're running the same system. And at the trade deadline, still no all-stars for us, and we're currently outside of the playoffs, doing a lot worse than last season, so I don't really like that. We might have to make a trade either this season or next season, but we still have our first-round picks, so the Greek Freak is going to win back-to-back MVPs for the Bucks. Keenan Evans for the Bulls Rookie of the Year, and Bol Most Improved, Jim Boylan on the Bulls Coach of the Year. Taking out the All-NBA teams, it looks like Brandon Clark did make it again. So he's been an absolute stud for us since we drafted him, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Again, all defensive first team. So he is nice. We just need to find ourselves some good scorers and some all-around players in the draft, which we haven't been able to do. We have been getting screwed though, so we did not make the playoffs this season, which, I mean, a little bit of a failure, but we shouldn't expect much from this team yet. Still in development mode. Dort with a nice improvement right here, definitely in his shooting percentages as well. Fultz, little bit of a drop off from last season, don't really like to see that, but everyone else did around what I expected. And the Bucks and the Rockets are going to be in the finals. Bucks absolutely loaded with Jokic and Giannis. Against Harden are going to be too much. Giannis wins the finals MVP. In the draft lottery, we're projected the 10th overall pick. We'll see if we jump up, and we do not, so we will pick at number 10. With the 10th overall pick in the draft, we're going to select a power forward, Jalen Duren out of Connecticut, 6'10", 205. There's no real center that I liked in that draft, so I tried to trade down, couldn't find a partner. So here is the roster for the next season, and I try to find some trades to give us like a young small forward or a center, and there was really no scenarios that worked out, so we're going to keep the pick that we took at 10, and he should be a really good player, has some pretty good potential, so at worst we can trade him later or we can move him to center, which shouldn't be too bad. He's 6'10". So here's going to be the rotation, pretty much the same. A lot of young guys on this team though. So hopefully we can get back to the playoffs. Same coach and the same system. For the first time in team history, we have an all-star on the team, and it is going to be Brandon Clark, by far our most consistent player. So one of our first big trades of the video or of the series is going to come right here, and we are going to trade for a center, Andre Drummond, and I'll tell you guys why. The Magic have Drummond and they also have Mo Bamba. They're both close to 90 overalls, so it doesn't make sense to have both of them. Neither of them can really shoot, so you can't really play one at power forward, and they need a point guard, so we'll send them Dennis Schroeder. With that trade going through, this is what the team looks like now. Drummond obviously going to be the starter for us and get a lot more minutes than he would have on the Magic. And then we do lose a little bit of guard play, but that's fine. And here at the trade deadline, we are going to check out how we're doing. And we're currently outside of the playoffs just by a little bit. Actually, no, we are in the playoffs, 8th seed. So, I mean, we want to climb up, but if we don't, that will be fine. So at this point, the Bucks are the new Warriors, basically. Giannis with his 3rd consecutive MVP. Might be even his 4th. Don't know, but the Magic get Coach of the Year. So, Brandon Clark, again, All-NBA team. Just been our most consistent player, most dominant player on defense. All defensive first team again. And Cam Fletcher and Jalen Duren both on the rookie teams. So that is nice. Checking out our standings, We did finish as a 7th seed, so not too bad. We are improving a little bit after missing the playoffs. We'll play the Bulls. They don't look too loaded at all. They don't have Zach LaVine, it looks like, or he might be injured. But checking out the player stats, Dort with a nice season. I like his percentages. Shooting that 3-ball now, not just an athletic freak. Markelle Fultz picking it up a little bit. Everyone else contributing a lot. And checking out the team stats on offense, did we improve? We did improve by a lot. On defense, top 6. So the second ever playoff series in team history is going to go down. We are down 1-0 right now. Markelle Fultz is healthy now. 2-0 down. Can we get a game? And we do. Can we tie up the series? 2-2. Who is going to win this crucial game right here in Chicago? Can we take one on the road? And it looks like it's a close game so far. But Chicago does win by 8. Can we force a game 7? If not, then I'll hop in and get some gameplay. But we are at home. Doesn't look like we're taking advantage though. We're down 10. 2 minutes left. Brandon Clark, can you shoot threes? And you can. Okay, I did not expect that to go down. So we'll see if we can play defense now. I'm going to try to go for a steal here. Oh, yes. Give me that. Dort. Oh, yeah, Dort. Yam this down. What a steal. So, I mean, we've gotten some offense, but we can't really get stopped. We're still down 6. Oh, great defense right there. Horrible shot and the brick. Who are we going to get this to? We're going to attack, drawing the defense. Get it to, I don't know who that is. BJ Boston misses it, but we get the rebound. Drummond puts it back in. 4-point game now. Can we make the historic comeback? There's still a game 7 to play. Oh, and that's a backcourt. What a play right there. Backcourt violation. Brandon Clark in the post. Can we get something to go? Mark it in. Fouls me. Okay, we're good. Gonna shoot some free throws. Not the best free throw shooter, but we'll see if we can knock him down. First one is good. Second one to make it a 2-point game is good. Get it to Fultz. Give me a screen. Fultz, it's your time. Fultz, it's your time to shine. Yes, drive it in. Fultz, Markelle Fultz with a green light layup. Let's go, tie game. Last shot of the game. Please play some defense, Markelle. Markelle. And that is off. We will go to overtime. What a comeback to tie the game. Markelle Fultz with a huge shot. In overtime, we're down 2, but we're shooting some free throws with BJ Boston, who has a nice game. He misses that one, though. Can we make it a 1-point game? And we do. 17 seconds left. We're down 3 after some free throws. Dort gonna go inside. Gets fouled. And 1, baby. Just what we needed. We're not the best 3-point shooting team, but we can do that right there. Free throw. And he missed it. 6 seconds left. Bad shot. Rebound, Brandon Clark puts it up and in. Less than a second left. We're going to have the last shot. Dort for the tie. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. So we did end up losing that game, but a lot of good performances right there. Dort with a really nice game, doing a lot of things. Brandon Clark also an all-around game. Fultz getting the assist, doing the playmaking, and also the scoring, but just not enough. Noah Farrakhan with a good game. And the Kings and the Bucks are actually going to match up. Zion against the Greek Freak and Jokic. What a finals, and it looks like the Kings are going to win. Zion back-to-back finals MVP. What is this Vortex team missing? Can they ever win a playoff series? Watch part 3 to find out, but thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment on the road to 300 subscribers.